all from the perception of pseudo feminism, which has been taken very wrong globally.
That's a flavor you don't want it. Honestly, that's a flavor I wouldn't want it. Okay. Even a Mary Com, who is like literally like known in India for such athlete person, right? Everybody look up to her. But when you meet her and talk to her, she's so humble. Make your career for yourself and celebrate it and stay still because I think women who are self-loved, they are humble.
Do you think women have to be financially secure to have a seat at the table?
Yes. Women, I think it gives a different, it gives you strength inside out. I have like my life and I've seen many, many women around the world. They just can't take their decisions. They are living the life which they never want to live the life, but they cannot get out of those lives because they are financially dependent.
Money. Money is a matter of mindset, but wealth management is a subject matter of concern for a majority of us, isn't it? Especially for women, not just in India, but globally as well. My today's guest is Miss Leena Parwani, who happens to reside in Dubai and is a financial and life insurance advisor for HNIs there and consults globally too. Well, today's episode is really special because I feel it's very rare that we talk about these topics openly, and I truly believe that wealth management as a subject, especially for women, needs a space of its own on the internet and in our lives as well. What do you think? Without wasting any more time, let's dive right in.
Hi, Miss Leena. Welcome to Repeat of the Ambition podcast.
Lovely to meet you, Riti, and I'm so glad. I'm so excited to have be on this podcast, honestly.
I know. And for me, it's an honor and it's a pleasure to have women entrepreneurs on board. Because it's very rare that you have women in the entrepreneurship world. It's such a great way of communicating and such a great way of connecting with people abroad, just like you. So yeah.
I'm glad, but at the world where I live, I see a lot of women I think women are very courageous, and very ambitious, highly competitive when they are at the workspace. Not only just in entrepreneurship, I would say that in any workspace, they are highly competitive.
I'm glad the world is changing.
Yes.
Just like you, how you have shifted your career to this space and that too a little late in life, right? So what do you think? Is it very easy for women to switch their careers, especially in the financial sector? This age, like once a woman hits 30, and we women are given a timeline for every damn thing, be it a career, be it house, be it having children and stuff like that, right? So what's your take on that? And how have you coped up with all these kind of changes? Please tell us something about that.
I think there is one thing which is we kind of have to accept in our life, which is called change. And nothing remains same in our life. Whether it's your good days, bad days, whether being a mom, whether being a daughter, whether being a good wife, everything keep moving to the next stage in your life. If you are just stagnant on one position of being a great wife, and I'm telling you, I know a lot of women, they don't feel satisfied enough just being a good wife for years and years. Or just being a good daughter for years and years, or being a good mother all the time, this kind of pressure. Change is something I think women have that in them, that they can accept it. And age is like after 40, I'm saying you are more independent, more knowledgeable, you are more aware, alert, awake from the brain, take your decisions. And I would say there's nothing like you cannot change your career. In your 20s, you are more listening to your parents, right? And if you are not career driven in that age, then you are listening to your parents for a little longer time, and then you listen to your husband, and then you just keep listening, then you listen to your kids, right? But I say that like I'm the one, I got married very early, and in my 40s I'm way more charged. While I have my freedom, I am able to make my decisions, and that's why I feel like I'm more financially capable, mentally capable for accepting those changes. And that's the really age, whether you have done something in your age before or not, but that's one thing you have definitely gained, which is the experience of your life.
Yes.
At 40s or 35 plus, you can always decide, do you want that life same, or you really want to change your life? If you want to change life, you just need that decision within you,
Mhm.
and see how the universe bring right kind of people to you, and everything just start happening like a flow of water.
Yes, that's true. But do you think that all of this happens sheer by manifestation and a little bit of work, or is it like more of hard work and maybe more of brain work and manifestation combined together?
Good that you pointed out this manifestation thing. Honestly, we are doing the manifestation from every age. Even I'll tell you,
Yes.
I'm in Dubai and I have manifested Dubai. When I was a kid, I knew that I will be living in Dubai. I just knew that I will be living in Dubai. How? I didn't know that. But I kind of
Mm,
knew that I'll be living somewhere away from Bhilwara, where I'm from. I don't
mm,
belong to Bhilwara. I literally felt those emotions that I'm somewhere different country, which is
mm.
Dubai, and I will be in Dubai. And it happened. It just happened to me. And of course, then I made my life here. Then I would
Yeah,
say that at every workplace, I would say, but only thing is that I didn't know the word called manifestation that time in my childhood, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was in my subconscious mind. Now I'm much more aware that you can do consciously manifestation. Hard work, there's no shortcut to it. You have to put so much into it. Let's say if I have made my career, today I'm not advocate to, okay, you have to work so hard.
Yeah,
You,
correct.
you have to work smart. Okay, you have to work
Yeah.
smart, get things done. That's where the entrepreneurship lies. Be a great leader, be get things done, build relationships, and things happens. So smart working is important, but the hard work, I know that what I put in, I prepare more before I go to any meeting. For
Mm,
me, preparation time there's no shortcut for it. I would rather prepare a whole day, sometimes 4 5 hours, 6 hours, even 10 hours for one half an hour meeting only, because
yeah.
I want 100% prepare there. And I like that you cannot not know in and out. You
Yes.
just can't go randomly for any meeting or attending client or anybody. Like you have to know your math behind you, their
Yes.
brain. I have worked hard enough. Years I've worked so hard. I'll wake up in the morning like 5 o'clock, get up, prepare the lunch boxes for my family, my kid, then I'll leave my daughter to babysitting. Then I'll go to the office, come back, give her some therapies, and then work with therapists, then come and cook again for dinner, and then prepare for bed. Oh my God. So I know that, but it
It's a
was
lot.
never
Yeah,
felt like taxing because I was enjoying my work. I
correct.
wanted to give everything from my side, right? I wanted to work, I wanted to learn, I wanted to do best. Nobody was telling me to do that. It was in me. I
Mm,
was trying to do that better and better. And didn't make me feel, oh my God, my days are crazy. I'm working. But when I look back and I have all the facilities today, like my daughter, my kids are good, grown up, and so grateful for the life that's just being created around me and the people have come in my life. Uh, it's all result of the work which I put in before.
yes. Well, that's lovely to know it, from you, who has actually worked so hard, and especially in a sector like yours, where each and every detail that you put out there in the meeting is so very important, and you cannot miss out on any minuscule point as well, right? So I want to ask you, Miss Leena, that how is the financial market different for women in Dubai and in India?
I would say there's no difference in Dubai and in India. If you're earning 50,000 rupees or you're earning 50,000 dirham, you still need to
Mhm.
protect your retirement. You still need to invest. You still need to make sure that you maintain a lifestyle and you go to the very next level. But the awareness is I would say, is the key, which is what I'm striving for, thriving for. A
Mm,
lot of women here I see and I come across, which is very sad, that they are earning well,
mhm.
they are enjoying the life which they earn money with, and they kind of travel and love the life which they created, obviously. But they hardly think about, like, investments. Hardly think about investing further or multiplying that money, or they will go with the very safest kind of investments, because they also lack some patience. Like sometimes your stock market doesn't do well, they just can't handle. Not most of the women can handle, I would say that. Uh, so from the financial perspective, I think there are a lot of awareness required. And I meet women in 50s, they have not saved enough despite their 30 years of great career, wonderful career. And it just makes me feel sad that why you didn't take that action before. Why didn't you think that you're not going to work entire life?
Mm,
And women on the other side, then they are the wives of their husband is working, and then again they
Right.
don't think about of investing. They think, okay, my husband is the one providing, and that's his job. No, that's not his
Hmm.
job.
Hmm.
Even though the
That's a very
CEO
good
or
point.
anybody, you have to think about your financial security. No
Yes.
matter what your husband do, you never know the life. I have seen families where I've seen families where daughter-in-laws are coming to business and enjoying the given plate business. I would say a plate which is given to them. They're doing well. I wouldn't say that they're not. They're doing really well.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
again, they don't think about what if I invest myself? What if I create my
Hmm.
own legacy? They think, okay, I'm part of this family. Family is doing everything, and I have been given this piece of business. I'm running this business. I'm doing very great there. But it's very rare I come across women who think like, oh, I need to create my own legacy. It's
But do you
not the job
think,
and to
yes,
create a legacy.
correct, correct. But do you think, I would like to interrupt over here, that is patriarchy, like, very similar in all countries of the world? Or is it just like, because in India here, it is very prominent. It is still very prominent. Even if we say that, yes, we are developing in lots of sectors and there are many more opportunities for women today than it was even 2 years before, right? But still, like a lot of women who are like, IIT, IIM graduates, Harvard graduates and all, but still after a point they become a little submissive. So do you think that is the problem over here?
Not only in
Especially
India, I
with
would say.
finances.
Yeah, yeah. And with finances, I would say that's not a problem in India, and that's nothing to do with the culture. Culture is just I would say, excuse to say, oh, that's our culture. There's nothing called culture which allows you not to be financially freedom.
Yeah.
No culture tell you that don't be
Correct.
independent. No culture tell you to stop your life, stop living a life to your full way and blow your life. Like, come
Yeah.
on. No
Yeah.
culture tell you that. It's that it's within you, and I see that somehow a lot of you call it like a media, movies, culturally everywhere. Not only in our Indian culture, it's internationally. You see that women are not being shown as very strong. You see Bollywood movies as well, even though such a great role, a female actor is doing that, but still a lot of power role is given to the male candidates in
Main
most
part.
of it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's not very often like you see women when they're doing great and strong, it's been
Yeah.
accepted by
Yeah.
it's not unfortunately not accepted by guys. So it's not a problem by only Indian women. I see women in India, like we live in Dubai. In
Yes.
Dubai, you meet kind of women from all the continent. They come here and
Yes.
they live here. They all somehow sadly have this kind of a mindset that this is not their job. It's the job of husband or partner to make sure they're doing what is good for our future.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't say that I want to blame those women who are with the partner or and more dependent on the family business more, but it is awareness. Come on, it's not nothing can remain same, and it is the fact that everybody dies. Doesn't
Hmm.
matter when there's
Hmm.
sudden death in a family, women will have a bigger financial stress than a man.
Hmm.
So, and it's around the world. I see that where I meet a lot of women. I go and talk to people a lot. This is my hobby. Wherever I am, I talk to a lot of people. With I
Yeah.
travel a lot countries, and then I talk to people there. I talk to a lot of women as well. There, it's the same thing. It's somehow it's the same concept. They want a guy to provide them. They want a guy to handle it. Why? What do you bring on the table? Come on. So women have to be more accepting their own self and be more alert towards the choices they make financially.
Okay. Point noted. Okay. So whatever you said is pretty apt when it comes to women wanting or not wanting to take their own financial decisions, right? But you deal with a lot of HNIs out there, right? So do you think the financial perception is very different in terms of HNIs and in terms of a middle class person who's just doing a 9 to 5 and trying to get there? How do you think it's
See, I think the financial security is equally important for both, right? If
mm,
somebody is surviving in $100 a month, he will want to secure $100 a month to come after him, right? But at
mm,
the other side, somebody is used to spending $1 million, then his family will require that $1 million coming to
yes.
their so
Yeah.
it's for everybody. I would say the biggest stress in the world biggest stress in the world was financial stress.
Financial stress.
And second, I say relationship, but the first is the financial stress. And where there's a large family, I have personally seen one of my friend got me his connection, his friend, and they got me into meet with a woman, and her husband died. And I realized, oh my God, this guy, he was living in Emirates Hills and very big, like quite a wealthy guy. And his wife was unaware of what other structure her husband put on place. Even her wife was unaware about the insurances. Honestly, despite that such a wealthy guy's wife, she was vulnerable on the moment when I met her. She was in a need of help. She was in a need of help to somebody to help her sort out things because she was in a very big stress. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know this. My husband never shared a lot of information related to business, and he had these two key employees who were always his right hand, and he always told me they're going to look after her. But these people actually took over a lot of business area and assets under their names, and she was in a stress that she has to pay back to banks a major liabilities which husband has taken in the business. And I remember helping her out, and so I realizes nobody is different. A wealthy person will have their own different challenges, big time. And imagine living in a wonderful bungalow for most of your life, and now you are in a sudden situation. Your husband has left you in a very vulnerable situation. How are you going to maintain your lifestyle? How are you going to her son was studying in UK for medicine, I believe so. And I was like, she was like wondering how I'm going to pay further. She was in that situation, you know. So I remember helping her out with sorting her insurances, how we fix it. And she was in a much safer place once she met me. But I felt and realized that, oh my God, this also happens. You know, it's just people don't share our stuff. And same thing if you put it in, I've seen women, her husband died, husband's business wasn't doing well, but they were a very middle class family. Husband died, she has to literally wind up from Dubai and go back to India in the middle of everything. Like kids are studying in a school here. Husband's business was not doing great, but like she was also in a like very tough financial trouble and vulnerable situation, right? So, be it any class you are, financial stress is a major stress, and it's just the people think if I'm wealthy, I don't need to really think about it because we have enough, and they forget to protect that what they have.
My God, I'm a little shaken by the experience that you shared. Yeah, maybe this is also one of the reasons why not majority, I would say, but yes, a few known people, wealthy people, for once they go bankrupt. Maybe this is
Yes,
one of the reasons.
yeah, we have seen that part as well. Go bankrupt. I think we have seen one of the very big case here. Mr. B.R. Shetty, very big name in Dubai. He used to be like an ideal for most of us in Dubai. That how this man has come with the 2 rupees in his pocket and became a billionaire in Dubai. And at one point,
He was into real estate, right?
he was not he's in a healthcare, but of course he had a lot of
Yes,
investments.
yes,
And he
yes,
moved here,
yes.
and there's a lot of complication kept on going, and I think it's just some decisions they take intentionally or not unintentionally, which can put them in a trouble. Who knows what is intention, which team has it, like which person had it, because he was definitely ideal for a lot of people. But when you see billionaire going bankrupt or billionaire coming to that kind of a radar, doesn't make you feel great about that, honestly. You know, doesn't make you, oh my God, that also happens. Like he was a billionaire. Come on. And so how many stories we've known that, like in India, like
Yeah.
Kingfisher. So,
Yes.
like, it's one of the stories, right? This is like their own decisions, how they go into it, whether they are doing intentionally or unintentionally. But again, like, are they happy somewhere? Probably not. Even they have saved some themselves from legal perspective, but I'm sure they're in a bigger stress wherever they are and not living a life which they could live openly and freely with their assets.
Correct. Correct. My God. I feel all of this has got to do a lot with a person's individualistic relationship to money. People are really wanting to be wealthy only for show off purposes. And here I want you to add a little bit of your thought to this. That, what do you think about people's relationship to money these days, and maybe in the span of the last 10 years of what you have experienced? And also that how is it so important for people?
Okay, let me tell you I don't have a perspective on the other side where people are just being wealthy for show or purpose or not, but relationship and money, I can talk on that for sure because I really love that part. As I said, the wealthy people, everybody, who knows who's doing show off? This is their life. I have nothing to do with that. I don't judge that. It's their life. They created, they meant it. They let them know whatever they want to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But coming to relationship with the money, and I would say money comes to those who have a greater relationship with money. Imagine the money is a person. Okay.
Yeah.
And a person can be sitting with you, me, or anybody you know, but some people have a perception, oh, wealthy people are not good, wealthy people, oh, this guy had made money like this guy made money like this. Hello, he had made his life. He is comfortable with his life and he's living a great life. So money, you are criticizing it. Unknowingly, you are criticizing the money, which is I would say, the crime you're doing, the biggest crime. And you are telling money to not come to you because you're saying money is not good.
Yes.
People with money are not good. If you say
Yes.
people with money are not good, the money is not going to come to you. So whoever has money, they have created their own wealth. Let them deserve it, not deserve. Who are you to decide all this thing, right? You build your own personal relationship with the money. Money is, I have personal affirmations literally, and I have seen the changes in that way that money is beautiful. Money comes to me very easily and in large quantity and frequently. I would say that when you start building a relationship with money, you see the flow of money coming to your life. At the same time, when money comes to you, don't just keep it under the bed. Spend it, give it. And money loves the flow. Money doesn't like to sit in your safe. Money loves the flow. More you give, and more you have a flow of money keep coming to you. As a relationship, at least one change, make it happen. That don't ever say rich people are so and so, or somebody made because of that. That's none of your business. See, the money is beautiful. You would not like money to come to you, right? You would love, right? So why don't you just allow money to come to you by saying that money is beautiful? Wherever money goes, money create comfort.
Basically, you have to be nice to the thought of money as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Like we discussed earlier as well, do you think the lack of financial knowledge or the lack of freedom is a major issue globally, and that is why people are going bankrupt? Because a lot of people, like a lot of rich guys, maybe they have great financial advisors around them, right? But if still someone is going bankrupt, then what do you have to say to them?
No, if they have financial advisors, I don't think rich people have any such financial advisor around them to allow them or tell them to how to make money or how to spend money or how to invest money. No, they make their own decisions, right? So I don't relate that with the advisory services for somebody to go bankrupt. It's a different part of it, honestly. It's altogether different ball game how they use money. It's because they don't have one person to manage all kind of it. Because they're good at business, that's what they're making money, right? Yes. So I have your own and business mindset people I salute them. They're sharp, they're good, they're great, I work with them. So I know that how they think, how the real entrepreneurs think, and how the kind of risk they take it. Sometimes their risk taking goes haywire. They are risk takers, that's why they're entrepreneurs.
Yeah. But has this all to do something with the lack of financial knowledge? Or who is to be blamed here?
Who is to be blamed here? I really wouldn't blame. It's just the awareness that how much you want to spend and how much you're earning. It's a very basic, very basic. Is your lifestyle over your income? If that is the case, one fine day you will find yourself bankrupt. Are you spending more than what you're earning, right? And this is very basic. I have seen this one of the case where another wealthy guy in Dubai who was my client and had such a large policy in place, and he owned a big house. Seen him driving Rolls Royce, seen him having several properties. But when I Florence with him and we get to know a lot of stuff about his financials, right? I could already see that it's so risky. He's managing it. And not only me, you can see that, even his own CEO could see that kind of a risk profile my boss has it. And if it's rolled down at one place, it's a rule, you stop that cycle, he's going to go bankrupt. And that exactly happened. That he really went bankrupt at one point when the rules stopped. And when the financial crisis hit, he couldn't roll further. He had lots of borrowing from the bank and buying several properties because his friends had lots of properties. And because his friends had Rolls Royce, he also buy Rolls Royce here. But he couldn't pay to the bank when bank wanted this everything back. And he had to fly away from Dubai. And one of such cases, I've seen that. I've seen when you're spending more than what you earn. Whatever level you are.
Yes. So maybe it's just not the lack of financial knowledge. It is also what people perceive of wealth.
Yeah, how they manage it is it's all about the management of, what you really want. Like you're smart and you want to create further, you will take more smarter decision.
After all this conversation, I really want to bring out this point where, I came across one of your reels and that really kind of impressed me also, that where you were saying that you don't kind of advocate of women being too masculine or being too aggressive, right? You're all about that it's okay to be soft and feminine. All you have to do is just manage your finances smartly. So what do you have to say about that?
Yes, I do personally believe, and I say that, how soft you can be, the qualities you're given as a female, as a woman, like you're compassionate, your smile works. People expect from you to be soft and smart. But you need to be men-like. And I've come across women, female, who are like, a lot of female friends who are making money by themselves. They created the self growth and the self-success, right? But at some point they feel really strong and they have a barrier towards them. So other stronger person will not get attracted towards those women as well in terms of talking, right? Because and first of all, if you're earning, which you should be anyways, whether your husband's working or not, okay, whether you're single or not, you should be making your life your way, whether you are, you feel proud, whatever you're doing it, right? So if you're doing and you have created a financial freedom, you got a choice of your life. You are living a life at your own terms. You're living a good life, but that doesn't make you men.
Yes.
And you don't need to be men. It doesn't make you men. You're not doing a favor on anybody. You're not doing a favor on anybody by making money. Come on, like you're doing it for yourself. Nobody pushed you to do that. Most of the time, I guess you have taken that step by yourself. Like I always knew that I need my pocket. Like I need my own wallet, right? So I want to work for my own wallet. It's not that somebody really pushed me hard to go work and bring money. No. So same way, there are a lot of women who are ambitious, who are growing. They are ambitious. They're doing it for their own happiness. They're all doing it for their own ambitious. Sometimes it's hard for them to, they don't want to keep doing the entire life, but whatever you've done, just cherish it, celebrate it, that you're doing great, and you don't need to fulfill the shoes of men and women both in one life. I enjoy making my career, making my life, and being financially freedom, like independent, but I don't want to be only like so strong and taking whole lot of credit for doing this. What for? Like, it's my own choice. I'm doing it, right? So I would say make money, celebrate, be financially independent, celebrate the life, and celebrate being women, and use your humble attitude. And magic happens. When you're humble. And I'm so impressed with women who are strong, headed, very clear, and yet so humble. I just fall in love with every such woman. I say they are the women who attract. They are attract women. Like if you just stay so strong, they're not attractive.
Maybe it's all coming from perception, but maybe it's coming all from the perception of pseudo feminism, which has been taken very wrong globally. And there is this part of women who are also, soft and who just want to balance out everything. But that part of pseudo feminism kind of drives that aggression in them. Do
Yeah,
you think?
that's the flavor you don't want it. Honestly, that is a
Yes.
flavor I wouldn't want it. Okay. Even a Mary Kom, who is like literally like known in India for such athlete person, right? Everybody look up to
Yes.
her.
Yeah.
But when you meet her and talk to her, she's so humble.
Yes.
She's extremely humble. So I think, you do make your career for yourself and celebrate it and stay still like, because I think women who are self-loved, they are humble.
Correct.
If you are just strong and then you feel that you can do anything, you can make any man down, or you are superior than anybody else, then you're not attracting the right people in your life, right friends in your
Hmm.
life, or it's a complete different energy, which I think I don't correlate with.
Hmm. Correct. But with this side of women, the softer side of women, they are also again like we spoke about being submissive, right? So do you think that these kind of women they are more prone to what do you say? Kind of sacrifice their careers after a
No,
point, or do you think that
not at all.
no, they
Not at
know
all.
correctly to balance out both the worlds?
I would say they know how to balance it. I said that be strong-headed,
Hmm.
but humble. So humble by choice, eh? Not somebody is asking you to stay or not speak out your voice, because if you are not speaking out your voice, that means you are not clear, you don't have self-love, and you don't know your worth, and
Hmm.
you're not independent also. So you that then those submissive nature is, I would say, coming out of fear,
Yes.
insecurity, right? But when you address all this area like fearless and feel so safe and secure, you have created a security for yourself, and you have those belief systems that you are capable to do things for
Hmm.
your well-being.
Hmm.
Then the nature of, I would say, submissiveness doesn't come. And submissive is not meaning that you can't raise your voice, or like some people
Hmm.
can't do it out of their nature. But I know women are like soft, where they're not very extrovert, but at the same time they know very well, very clear what they want in their life, how
Hmm.
they want in their life. They're very
Right.
open in to discuss anything and put or confront anything openly and communicate very straightforward. That doesn't mean that you really need to shy away from the facts, no, or you have to really have such sort of fears. You have to address your own fears, because if you have fears and you're not independent.
Yeah. Correct. But do you think women have to be financially secure to have a seat at the table?
Yes. Women, I think it gives a different, it gives you strength inside out. I have like my life, and I've seen many women around the world. They just can't take their decisions. They are living the life which they never want to live the life, but they cannot get out of those lives because they are financially dependent, right? And that stops them to glow. That stops them to have a potential, beautiful life, honestly. And yes, I was in a marriage which is very not so great, and I was also dependent for a very long time, and I was not able to take the decision to apply. But I knew that how I can really get out of this is to become independent financially, because nobody's going to look after me now. My
Hmm.
parents or my mother will say, "Okay, come here, and we're going to feed you." Like, will I like that part? No, I wouldn't like that
Yeah.
part, right?
Yeah.
So it's my life, and I have to live my own life. And women have to take charge of their own life. If they don't like the life they're living in, they can't be keep crying for not a great life. If they have the power of finances in their own hand,
Yeah.
it brings a completely different kind of confidence on the team. Completely different kind of confidence, honestly, because they know they can make things happen and they have a voice there, right?
Yes.
It makes a difference, I would say that. Any women in India I meet, or here I meet, or anywhere else I meet, I tell them, do something. Don't keep crying for this is the situation. Do something. And it's not that you don't have a talent. It's not that because you didn't work for 15 years so you can't create a new career now. It's not that you can't have any kind of a talent. You
Correct.
have, but you're just not seeing those talent because you're busy crying for not so great life, and you just ignore the talent which you have. They have to do something to make just change their own life. Nobody else is going to bring them a new life. And so this is a gift from you. This
Of
is a
course.
gift for you. It's a life you have to create by yourself. So I have created my life. I know that my life wasn't easy. People today see me, oh, what a life you live. What a great life you live. Yes, I do live a great life today, but I've created that life. I have taken those decisions. I've taken those accountability of the decisions which I've taken.
Yes. Okay. One last thing, Miss Leena. What is that one advice that you would like to give to women, irrespective of their class? Okay, be it HNIs or be it middle class. What advice would you like to give to women in terms of finances?
I would say create a financial security by yourself. You don't need anybody else to create that financial security. You don't need any advisor to create a financial security for yourself. What you need to do, basics, okay? If you are in India, invest in mutual funds, any small size, or get into SIP of monthly basis, any size, but start. Don't wait, advisor, just do your own research and start. Take a platform, start on your platform, take SIP and start monthly disciplined saving if you have never done the saving before. If you're on a higher, I would say to start also investing to stocks, okay? US stocks or Indian stock, have a start, even a smaller amount, but get into a habit of investing today, whether it's monthly or annually or quarterly. If you are in further better stage of your life and you have a greater cash available to you, but you still don't know where to invest, I would say close your eyes and put your money to S&P 500. Okay, that's a simple way to invest. Take funds or bonds, which just invest into S&P 500. Be more safer, secure investments. Your money gonna grow. Don't let your money sit, and money will multiply. Fixed deposits are one thing which I would say people do a lot, and they must be doing it. But fixed deposits give like a little income, like 4, 5%, 6% kind of a thing. But when you invest into stocks and properties, things like that, when you have more and more money, always think about how do I multiply my money? Not just save money on a side in the bank. This money is sitting because this money, what you're saving on a side, it will wipe away one day when you have some sickness. So have that insurance on place, critical illness, long term, such kind of insurance on place, whether your husband is earning or whether you're earning by yourself. I would say have both. Take a charge. Even if you're a housewife, take a charge of that. Check what is the husband investing into it. Critical illness policies are there or not. Life insurance policies there or not. What kind of investment started on? Start small, but have such investment going from a very early age. 20s is the best age to start with on investments, because then you can create your retirement at the age of 40. Start early, right? But if you're starting late, still not too late ever. Invest and multiply your money.
Ms. Leena, what do you think in terms of security? What is booming currently, globally, or maybe in Dubai, in India? Real estate or the bank investments?
I would say is one of the favorite asset class is property around the world. Around the world, not India, not Dubai, be anywhere, because Dubai is a greater market for property investments. It's a very good investment yield here. You can rent out very well. Your property grows well here, and sometimes busts by at the same time. Very volatile market here, but it's been growing for the last 3 on rocket speed. I would say that, but it never remains same. But property around the world is a favorite asset class because people can feel, people can see, people can feel, oh, I own this property, right? Whereas the bank, when you don't feel that way, right? And bank is the platform, right? And can be made fool as well. Okay, so be very smart about your own investments. No banker will make you money ever. They're always thinking about their profit, which fund to sell, right? So no banker gonna make you money. Open your eyes, do a little bit of own research, always be aware about what you want, learn from your own experiences. Sometimes you will not make money, sometimes you will make money, and know the risk you're getting into. Stock is a risk, but cryptocurrency is even more risk. So don't get into jump to something which you are not ready to lose. A lot of people do ask me about cryptos. I said, yes, I do invest in cryptos, but I do only invest as much of a part which I'm ready to lose, right? And that's the same thing I tell everybody. If you're ready to lose this kind of amount, do that. Go for safer investment. Like if you don't have enough money for property, then go for a start with a fixed deposit. Then you have a better money. Start with the mutual funds and stock investments, and then you have more money. Then you get into the property as well.
That's lovely. Very well put, actually.
Thank you. Thank you for these are like my own personal opinions, and I feel so empowered when I feel women are doing something for themselves. Like I love meeting those women. They take their own actions for their own
Yeah,
career or their own life.
which is very important now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So, Miss Leena, closing statements. What does ambition mean to you?
What does ambition mean to me? I would say so. I never thought about it in that way, but I would say self growth.
Mm-hmm.
I am a person who never settle for less, and but this it's not that I don't value everything. I value everything what I've been given. But at the same time, I know that I have a capability to make it more and better in terms of self growth. I have
Mm-hmm.
I can create a business. I can create and sell a business. I can create another one and sell it. And at the same time, am I also seeing growing mentally?
Yeah.
So when you are growing, you get a satisfaction. I want to learn. I keep investing my time in a self growth a lot,
Mm.
whether it's the spiritual learning, educational learning, and anything else, the learning for my self growth. I invest more time into self growth. And when you grow mentally and emotionally, you are ambitious. You can't be only ambitious to create more money. Money is a byproduct. It just comes to you its own. Like when you
Yes.
invest. So ambitious is for me is today growth and where am I growing mentally, emotionally, and going to the next level every single day for me is it did I do one thing to grow next level
Mm.
of my life? Did I take one action, one step? When I'm not doing an 8 hour work, but in my 10 to do list items, am I having the one item, that one which is taking me to the next level of my life, right? And emotional growth, mental growth is super important. You're growing, but I don't see as like ambitious is only related to money because money just comes its own. I used to work for money to survive many
Mm.
years back. Today I don't work for money. Today I work for my passion. Today growth, self growth, and you grow, and things happens when you're intentionally working on yourself. That is ambition. That is passion over ambition. I'll say that.
Well, that's lovely to know from you, Miss Leena, because you're someone or you're kind of a woman who I would also look up to. Because yes, it takes a lot of guts, firstly, to step out there and create a kind of lineage for yourself, having confidence to be what you really want to be. And this episode has actually given me also quite a lot of insights when it comes to different perceptions about money and what all can happen and has been happening around the globe, or especially with both the countries, and how people are taking it as well, and what I should also be taking from it as well.
I'm happy if my opinions and perception can be helped to anybody, even a one person. I'll be grateful.
For now, I am grateful to you for shelling out your time. And I know it has been a little back and forth for us to coordinate and come to this common time. But yes, it was lovely to have you on my podcast, Miss Leena. Dear viewers, dear listeners, I'm going to add Miss Leena's Instagram link so that if at all you are willing to have any kind of advice in terms of finances, I want you to connect with her. You want to say something, Miss Leena?
Thank you so much, Rati, for having me here. And I must say that you're doing a great job by connecting with a lot of people. And that's the way you connected with me. And I think your humbleness has attracted me. And I'm glad to be here and share the information which I can have. And I wish you a very good luck.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, have you subscribed to my channel yet? Subscribe now